Hi, what's up? This is Rainey with Coldwell Banker Realty in Vista, and today I want to talk about the appraisal. The definition of an appraisal is an estimate of the property's value based on the opinion of an appraiser. So you saw a home, it was listed for $500,000, you made an offer of $525,000, and to your surprise, your offer gets accepted. Unless you waive these contingencies, there's 3 contingencies that come up when you open escrow. The first one is going to be the inspection contingency, the second one is going to be the appraisal contingency, and then the last one is going to be the loan contingency. Why is the appraisal contingency in play? The bank wants to ensure that they only go ahead and give you the loan amount based on the value of the property. So if the property is worth $600,000, they're only going to give you $600,000. So who orders the appraisal? Your lender is going to be the person that's going to go ahead and order the appraisal. An appraiser is going to go ahead and reach out to the listing agent. They're going to go ahead and schedule an appointment to go ahead and appraise the property. Once they go ahead and they appraise the property, then the lender's going to go, the appraiser's going to go ahead and give that report to the lender. How does an appraiser determine what is the value of the property? So what an appraiser is going to do, he's going to go ahead and run comps on the property. He's going to go at least back 90 days. He's going to be within a mile radius of the subject property. He's going to go ahead and find out what has sold, what is currently pending, and what is currently active on the market that has the same features of the property. So the square footage of the property, the lot size of the property, how many bedrooms, how many baths, what is the condition of the property, what kind of upgrades does the property have, what kind of amenities does the property have. So depending on all that information that he gathers from all those properties, again, the ones that are active, pending, and has already sold, he'll be able to go ahead and determine what is the property value of the subject property. So how much does an appraisal cost? On average, for your single family residential home, it costs about $500. So what is the timeline when it comes to the appraisal? So what will happen is you go ahead and you open escrow, and then depending on what kind of agreement between you and seller, you guys agreed to get the appraisal done. On average, it could be anywhere between 12 to 17 days. Again, everything's negotiable between buyer and seller. The lender will go ahead, he'll schedule that appointment. An appraiser will go ahead and reach out to the listing agent. The listing agent will go ahead and open the property. The appraiser will go ahead, get the house appraised, and then within a couple of days, the appraiser will go ahead and give that full report to the lender. Then the lender will go ahead and tell you and your buyer's agent, the agent, what the value of the home is. So why is that piece of paper important? So let's say, for example, again, the property was listed at $500,000. You went ahead and you offered $525,000. The appraised value of the property is indeed $525,000. So the bank is going to go ahead and loan you the $525,000. Then everything kind of plans out. You're good to go. You can go ahead and continue to move forward. Let's say, for example, you offered $525,000, but the appraised value came in at $550,000. Does that mean that you have to go ahead and give the extra $25,000 to the seller? No. You went ahead and you made an offer at $525,000. The seller went ahead and he accepted your offer of $525,000. What's going to happen next is you're going to go ahead and continue to move forward. Let's say, for example, the appraised value came in at $500,000, but you offered $525,000. The bank is only going to give you $500,000. If you really want the property, you're going to have to negotiate with the agent. You're going to have to tell them, hey, you know what? Unfortunately, the appraised value came in at $500,000. we're willing to go ahead and give you $500. The seller can go ahead, accept or deny. If they go ahead and they accept and they say, hey, you know what, I'm okay with that, you guys can go ahead and continue the process of escrow. If the seller says, hey, you know what, unfortunately, you know, I want at least an extra $10,000, you're gonna have to pay that out of pocket. If you say, hey, you know what, I really do love the house, I do have the extra $10,000, let me go ahead and give you $510 as you like, then you can go ahead and continue to move forward. Now, do keep in mind that those extra $10,000 has nothing to do with your down payment, nor it has anything to do with your closing costs, okay? So this is gonna be an additional $10,000 that you're gonna give out of pocket. So now let's say, for example, you are pretty much tapped out, you have enough for your down payment, you have enough for your closing costs, and you tell the seller, hey, you know what, I don't have anything else to give you, I could only give you the appraised value. If the seller says, you know what, no, I don't want to, then you guys will have to come to an agreement and then go ahead and cancel the transaction out. So that is how the appraisal works. So I hope you found this information useful. If you have any questions about real estate, please feel free to reach out. Randy Maldonado with Coldwell Banker Realty in Vista.